What? Who did that? You. But you can't be. Yes, you saved my life. Naturally. My existence rather depends on you staying alive long enough to become me. What were those things? They are known as the Daleks. We need to talk about them.
Look at the screen. There must be a dozen of them.
They're heading this way.
Ceiling goes in.
Oh, great. That should buy us a good 30 seconds. What do we do now?
Hold on. I've got an idea.
Me too. However, it involves us not coming here in the first place. What are you doing, Greg? Wait! That's the hyperdrive. Don't press that, you stupid... Don't you... Hang on.
Did it work?
Opening the canopy. Let's see where we are.
We're in orbit. That's little Kondor. Wait, it was nighttime, wasn't it? The sun's right in my eyes now. We must have punched right through the planet and out the other side. You idiot!
Well, it worked, didn't it?
We could have come out in the core. Or in the middle of a star. You could have killed us!
It was a bit of a gamble, I admit.
Oh, come here, you stupid genius!
What happened to those machine things? Were they just outside this door?
There, outside, sucked into space. They got through the outer doors, remember?
Good riddance.
Is it my imagination, or are they heading this way?
Re-engaging the hyperdrive. Let's get out of this system for good.
We should go to the central systems. Tell them what happened here. We might have been the only ones to get off this planet.
I'm starting to miss the days when we only looked out for ourselves.
Course set. We're gone.
You understand what to do? Of course. I must conceal myself. Greed will be here any moment if memory serves. Remember, not a word of this. He must never think he is not in complete control. Greed, you're just in time.
Octave, you seem to have had no trouble following the blueprints.
My only concern was staying alive long enough to finish the work. I take it those creatures are the reason you need this weapon built in the first place.
Daleks, you made short work of them, I see.
Yes, they were invading the planet below. I had just had time to rig up a quick EMP field when they landed here. Managed to stun them long enough to tinker around with their system before they woke back up. You know, there's a creature living inside?
I see. Fascinating.
Their hive mind was a simple job to hack. I managed to convince them not to notice me for a bit, but after a while they were starting to get on my nerves.
I'll take them back to Gallifrey with me. We will want to study them.
Once this thing is up and running, I don't think they will concern us much. Whoever designed this device was a genius, a temporal wave manipulator.
I like to think we can drop the formalities. It's a time destructor. Always name your weapons, so that your enemies fear you even using it.
I've had to unlearn everything I thought I knew about physics, but it should work. All it requires is the power source.
Procuring that will be part of your next task. In the current climate, I can't risk having one manufactured on Gallifrey. In these papers are everything you will need.
I'm to assume another identity?
Yes. We think these creatures hitched a ride from the vortex back to reality, with the help of a stranded human time vessel. You will join their crew. Find out what you can about them.
The Tetsuo Corporation? Am I reading this right? I've heard rumors, but they actually did it? They cracked time travel?
After a fashion. A crude and dangerous version by our standards. It should be easy enough for you to sabotage its return for our purposes. In due course, you will encounter the Doctor.
The Doctor?
Ah, here's someone. Time for some answers. I say, would you mind not shining that torch in my eyes?
My apologies.
Ah, that's better. It's very anachronistic and deeply annoying to boot.
Yes, from a time before you killed him. He will be instrumental in helping you assemble the Terranium core. You must gain his trust any way you can. Are you ready?
Do I have a choice?
Of course. But you wouldn't like the alternative. Bon voyage. You can come out now. He's gone.
Fascinating. This all seems like yesterday.
I hope you haven't been waiting too long. He didn't see you, did he?
Of course not. I know better than to risk crossing my own time stream.
You have the core?
Here you are.
Excellent work, Octave.
I've been Anton for a while now. I have grown to quite like my cover name.
A stroke of genius. Giving the Daleks the desire and means to build their own core. With the Doctor's help.
Not a little treacherous for you?
Naturally. But I can't argue with the results. Would you like the honor of installing it?
Thank you.
Not long now, and it will be fully operational. From here, it will wipe out all life in this system.
I would like us to be long gone by then.
Did you enjoy your time with the Doctor?
I did. It was fascinating trying to watch him figure me out. He would play the absent-minded fool, but I could see him watching me all the time. That he never suspected, even as I was leading him to his death. I haven't forgotten our deal, you know.
Patience, Your Majesty. You will get the life you wanted back, once the Daleks are destroyed.
Of course I remember you, Doctor. I ran the Academy Library for many years, but you were one of the most noteworthy students.
Yes, I was something of a prodigy, wasn't I? A pioneer, you might say.
I don't know about that, but you did rack up a lot of library fines. Did you ever pay those off?
Oh, come on, what do you take me for?
I thought that was most likely why you ran away from Gallifrey in the first place.
Of course not. It was nowhere near the top of my list.
So, did you ever pay them off, Doctor?
In a fashion. I'm sure it was all written off when I became president.
You were the president? When was this?
Oh, a long time ago.
I hope you haven't got caught up in all this Civil War nonsense.
Not exactly, but we are here on High Council business, I'm afraid.
Ah, yes, the Daleks.
I was told you'd be the perfect person to ask. Is that true? Did the Daleks erase themselves from history?
It is. When Malachi returned, I was sent to read over the scrolls, to see if there was anything in there that could help Gallifrey. Time may change, but the scrolls are locked in a vortex field. History has always shaped around them. The decision to erase the Daleks was right there. And the name of the man who warned them.
They were warned? By whom?
Why do you think I fled, Doctor? My name was there in black and white. I was always against us abusing our powers, Doctor. The Daleks were another time-traveling race, feared across the galaxy. We'd been fighting them across time since either side could remember. Evidently, I'd hoped that they'd see sense if they knew what the High Council was planning. Instead, they went on the offensive.
How do you wipe yourself from history? Isn't that a paradox, like going back and killing my own father?
The Dalek Emperor hid his forces in the vortex first. They were immune from the causality there, and I must have realized what they were doing, recorded it in the scrolls.
Of course. And then, like the rest of the universe, forgot all about it.
Exactly.
If you knew all this after you read the scroll, why didn't you warn them yourself?
And have them find out it was me that betrayed them. I'd be finished. Besides, I'm not sure if I could stand with Gallifrey even if they'd have me.
What do you mean?
Everything about them in the scrolls. They are monsters, Doctor, the Daleks. But I believe the Time Lords are just as bad. All the races we have destroyed and the universe never finds out. Thousands and thousands. The Daleks kept us occupied for so long. Without them, and with a maniac like Malachi as our leader, we would be unstoppable. Don't you see? It's an impossible choice. Bringing back the Daleks could cause billions to die, but it might save trillions.
If that's true, we should take the scrolls back with us. Show everyone. If they knew what they could become...
You can't do that, Doctor. I have already destroyed them. But I trust you to tell them, Doctor. You always stood up to them.
Perhaps. That was then. We'd better return. Come on, Georgie.
And what about me?
We'll keep your secret, Castellan. You were never here. The scrolls were destroyed when we arrived. But if I were you, I'd leave this planet. If the High Council sent me here, next time they might send someone less forgiving.
Doctor,
Yes, Georgie?
what if he was right? Clay, about the Time Lords.
That wasn't what we were sent here to find out.
But if they can really wipe whole races from history.
Oh, I always knew they could do that.
But Clay said they did it thousands of times and never remembered. What if they did it to Earth?
No. They wouldn't have a reason to.
But what if they had one? Would I cease to exist? Would you just stand by and let it happen? Would you help them?
Georgie, relax. I would never let that happen. But it's time I grew up. It's a dangerous universe out there. The Time Lords may not be perfect, but maybe they could be guided.
So that's it then. You're going to work for Creed.
And what's the alternative? A universe where the Daleks are on riot? I think I know which I prefer.
So your mind is made up then?
Yes, I suppose it is.
Then I want to go back.
Back? What, to Soviet Russia?
No, Doctor. Home. I wanted to go travelling with you and Antoine, not end up on secret missions from the Time Police. You always said you could take me back. To before anyone even noticed I'd gone.
If that's how you truly feel.
It is.
Very well.
Are we there? Is this Earth?
Gallifrey, I'd already set the coordinates. I've sent message to Creed. He's arranged a meeting between Malachi and the President.
Peace talks?
Oh, I hope so. They need to hear about the Daleks. Come on.
Was he even listening to a word I said?
You try our patience, Creed. This agent of yours is late.
Patience, Lord Malachi. His craft has just arrived in the outer chamber.
He has a TARDIS. How can he be late?
The Doctor was a bit after your time, wasn't he, Malachi?
Here he is. May I present...
Is that an alien? He's brought an alien into the Panopticon.
Yes it is, and I'd do it again just to annoy you.
This strange dark future is full of heresies and madmen.
I agree. Chief among them being you, Malachi. This insane civil war, the past fighting the future. Did you ever try to settle this like adults?
Do you know who you're talking to, Renegade?
He did address you by name, Malachi.
I am the rightful ruler of Gallifrey, master of its true destiny.
You, sir, are the incompetent. You can't even get the year right. Did you really plan to be away this long? You're lucky you turned up before Gallifrey was swallowed up by its own sun!
Was I invited here merely to be insulted?
No, but I could do this all day. Anything you want to add, Georgie?
His collar is a bit stupid, and it doesn't look very comfortable.
She's right. They are not very practical.
Gallifrey faces a much bigger threat. Now that either civil war or silly collars, we are facing Daleks. They were a race of mutants from a long-lost world. We waged war against them for years, and when they found out what we planned to do to erase them from history, they beat us to it. They hid in the vortex, wiped themselves out. And now they're back, and our old methods will not stop them.
If they are such a danger, Doctor, then where are they?
Until Creed rescued me, they were hiding in a system poised to destroy it. And they won't stop there. Somehow they've got their hands on a time destructor.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to point out that the situation is well in hand. An agent is in place with his own time destructor, and it is in full working order, unlike our enemies.
Ah yes, my old friend Antoine. Are you sure he can be trusted, Creed?
He'll stand with us against the Daleks, Doctor.
I wouldn't be so confident. How is it that they knew how to build one? And how did they know where I would be just as I regenerated? I propose that I go back to the system myself to ensure that he fulfills his end of the bargain.
Bargain?
Your spy master is making deals with aliens. Is this what our proud world has stooped to?
My agent wants fair payment, that is all. Aliens can be so material.
Come on, Georgie. These two can settle their differences without us.
But Doctor!
Please, Georgie. You knew Antoine better than me in a sense. I was a different man back then. I need you for this.
Okay, but after that you take me home.
You need not have gone to all this trouble, Creed. My Legion will make short work of these Daleks.
Then why not dispatch them?
And leave my ground troops defenseless?
Precisely. I think the Doctor was right. If we are to defeat these creatures, there must be a truce. What do you say?
Excellent timing, Doctor. I see you got it back to looking like a police box.
Antoine!
We meet again, Doctor, on an even footing for once. I don't know your future anymore.
If you press that button, Antoine, neither of us will have one.
What?
That's a time destructor, Georgie. One push and everything in the system is aged to death in a matter of minutes.
Wait a moment, and you landed us right next to him. Let's get out of here.
Don't worry. I know what I'm doing.
Since when?
So, Antoine, what's the plan?
I activate it. Creed pulls me out of here, and you too, if you're lucky.
It wouldn't just be the Daleks you destroy, you know. There are people in the system.
The Daleks will kill them too eventually. At least this will be quick.
I can't believe I ever liked you, Antoine. You are our friend. And all the time it was just for this.
I always respected you, Georgie, and you too, Doctor, but this is more important.
This isn't just about killing the Daleks, is it? That thing is fully charged. You could have done it by now. You're waiting for something.
Very perceptive.
What are they offering you?
Who?
The Daleks. You don't think Creed is going to give you what you want, do you? Changing the timeline might affect the course of history. He'd rather have you quietly killed.
I am no pawn, Doctor.
No, just a pathetic, greedy vampire. They can't change your past, but they can give you the Earth, can't they? And more!
I told them all about that device. They mined the Terranium. I had to go through the motions with Creed, but by now they have my ultimatum. I can wipe them out or lead them. We'll go to Gallifrey and destroy it. And imagine their army descending on Earth, with me at the helm. You can come with us, both of you.
Look, Antoine, up there. I think I have your answer.
A Dalek ship. They come to give me the answer in person.
Not likely. I think exterminating you is as clear a no as you are going to get, isn't it?
Stupid pepperpots. We'll see about that.
Doctor, stop him. He's going to press it.
Oh boy, I'm having mad flashbacks.
What? Why isn't it working?
Antoine, do you really think I would give the Daleks a working core?
But you thought it was a test.
So when do I care about exam results?
Did you know that was going to happen?
Of course I did. Georgie, go back to the TARDIS.
What about him?
I'll deal with him. They'll be here any second and they'll destroy this moon. Go!
Creed! Creed!
You're no use to him now. The Daleks will tidy this mess up for him.
It must be nearly right or Creed wouldn't have believed it. Show me!
Show you what?
How to mend the core. We can still take them with us.
I'm sorry. Goodbye, Antoine.
Fools, all of them. Creed, take me back. Doctor, let me in. They're right on top of us. Doctor, it's me, Anton. We were friends. No!
What happened?
They destroyed the moon.
And we're okay?
Of course we're okay. The TARDIS is always okay. Better skedaddle, though, before they pick us up with a giant magnet or something Dalek-y.
Look, Doctor, on the scanner.
Spaceships coming out of hyperspace. Hundreds of them.
Time Lords?
No, I don't think so. Let's just have a look. That is quite a mix. Human, Draconian, Martian, Sontaran? Someone must have escaped from Kondor and got the word out. And look, the Dalek mothership is fleeing. It's jumped to light speed.
So they escaped.
Father leaving all his clones to die in battle. How noble. Should we go? Antoine made his choice a long time ago, Georgie. Working for Creed or not, he could have told me everything at the start. None of this had to happen. None of it.
I think a marvelous job all round, Doctor. Gallifrey is now in a state of ceasefire. Malachi and his Legion are looking for the Daleks that escaped. He has agreed to share power with the President for the foreseeable future.
I'm so delightfully glad to hear it. Although using the Vampire King as a pawn nearly backfired, Creed. He was ready to destroy Gallifrey.
Yes. I trust I can rely on your discretion on that front. Actually, thanks to him, we know a great deal more about the Daleks. We even have a few specimens. Dead, of course.
Would you have granted his wish, if the Time Destructor had worked?
Are you suggesting I'm not a man of my word?
I thought not. Antoine was right not to trust you. Can we go yet, Doctor?
You don't even know your next assignment yet.
Next assignment?
Everything I said before still stands. Gallifrey needs your help. There's a planet called Memtai, getting rather advanced, with a form of time travel that worries us. Blood sacrifice and all that could get messy. You and your friend will go there and stop them before they get too big for their boots.
What's the weather like?
Always summer. 3 suns.
3 suns. Oh, summer. Okay, we'll do it. Come on, Georgie.
Doctor, you were taking me home.
Be seeing you, Doctor.
Report! System devoid of life! No vessels in range! We have not been pursued! We will rebuild! We will conquer and destroy! From this system, we will rule the universe! Conquer! Destroy! I was bred for war. Fought my siblings for supremacy. Only the most ruthless survived. The history and knowledge of the universe was implanted in me. There was a word, our ancestral home, long dead, but it shall live again. We shall call the new world Scarrow!
All packed up. I hope this mission of yours goes well.
Yeah.
And you'll have to call in next time you're on Earth.
Yeah, couldn't agree more.
I was reading this book. Can I borrow it? In fact, I think it's a library book. Doctor, what are you doing?
Got it!
Got what?
The bug. Creed planted it under the console. You didn't really boil that guff about wanting to do as he says, did you? A char, as if...
So you're not going to Memtai?
Of course not. I'll go where I want. So, how about... this is a crazy idea, but how about a little holiday? Now, I'm not just talking quick, out the door, ooh, isn't that pretty, then back into the TARDIS. No. I'm talking sea, sand, sun, surf, comic book shops, and cocktails. How's that sound?
Do you think Creed knows you've taken that out?
Probably. I bet that little tiny light bulb on his desk has stopped flashing.
So does that mean he's coming after you?
He can try. Time Lord intrigue, secret missions. Not really my style. So, was that a yes to the holiday?
Doctor, I don't... Well, I mean, it's just... All right. If I can pick the destination.
Well, you can try. I mean, what I just did to remove that thing from the console might have made the TARDIS a little more difficult to... what's the word I'm looking for? Steer. Still, it does make us harder to track down.
So, we'll be lost in space and time?
What else is new? And only from a linear perspective. We'll know where we were in retrospect. Come on, Georgie. What do you say? A new Doctor... and a whole universe out there just for us. How can you resist?
How can I?
Ha-ha! Result! Okay, where are we gonna go? Right. Here goes... everything.